to replace that cam gear, all I did, I'll show you what I did. I hope this all isn't too boring and too much detail, but I want to show you how I did that. I'm just going to turn you around here, get you down close, and what I did is I've got this nice little work table here that I came up with, and it was a riveted cam gear. So what I did was, oh, here they are right here. I grabbed the C-clamps and I tightened it to this top, and I got my side grinder out. Just freehand, nothing special. I just lightly ground the ends of the rivets down to the camshaft, and I did score it in a couple places, one a little more than others, but I didn't want to take away the thickness of the metal because I'm going to have to thread that to attach the cam gear from the other cam onto this one. Going away with the rivets, you got to use bolts, right? No big deal. So what I did when I got it flush, as soon as I got it flush, I could start to see the round impression, the line from the rivet. So since I just left it all attached like that, but since the bottom of this is recessed to clearance for the oil pump, all I did with the cam in place and everything flush is I just took this drift, the same one we used when I was prying out that plug for the full flow, and all I did was, I think I took the ball peen hammer and I just smacked it. I centered it right on the rivet, eyeballed it, and smacked it, and it started to move, and I just beat it down till it hit the table, and I did that on all 3 rivets. So getting those rivets out isn't that big of a deal. That's how that all comes about. So now, since this was a riveted cam, pretty good looking actually, don't know who made this one, and there is no VW on this, and as you'll see, it's Parkerized, and that's another controversy right there that was going through my mind. Everybody seems to be having trouble with camshafts, and there's all this talk about, you know, lifters and cams and things wearing out. So what I did, the other camshaft had the 3 bolts in it, and they were the locking bolts, and the other cam, which is right here, I just had to figure out, you know, I figured I'd reuse the bolts or use 3 bolts that came with a different cam gear. So I'm kind of like, I'm no wizard. So what I did was take this old tap and die set. Funny story behind this old tap and die set. When I was a senior in high school, many decades ago, my father told me, he says, Greg, he says, I'm going to give you the same opportunity I gave your older brother, and you know, we're going to spend some money for your high school graduation. What would you like? If you want to have some friends, a friend over, another couple, we'll give you some money, and we'll pay for you guys all going out to dinner. That's what your brother wanted to do, and you know, we'll foot the bill. Someplace nice, not just some cheap place, but someplace nice. And I thought about it, and I says, no. I says, dinner is just something quick and easy, and you'll forget about it. I says, I want something, and I think at the time I was probably working on one of my cars, and I says, I want to get a couple of things that will last me, that I'll always remember. And so we went over to this Alameda Tool Surplus, and it was like a tool store, and we bought this tap and die set, and we bought a metal machinist toolbox with the felt line drawers. I think they were $30 each, and 60 bucks. That was a lot of money back then. And I've had those all my life. And so what I did is I just went through the taps, kind of basic, kind of dumb. Since the Scat company is in United States, I went with the SAE threads, and I just went through the taps trying it, and it turned out that it's a 5/16 24 thread. And the other set of bolts I had was the same thing, 5/16 24. So we're going to go ahead and tap this cam so that we can use it. And I've got my aluminum guards or protectors, whatever you want to call it, in there. And I'm looking for a rag or something soft so I can put the cam in there. And I just spotted this, anything handy, no big deal. So we're back to tapping things. Now when we did the pipe tap on the Full Flow series, I did things a little different. It was real soft metal, and this is cast, so it's going to be soft too. I don't have the teeth in there. I'm just holding this thing tight enough to keep it steady. And that was a die, so I got to find the right tap. A 5/16 24 and 20 to know. Found it right there. Alright, so I'm going to put it in my holder, tool holder. Now we're gonna tap this baby. Now I should check that. Now it gives me a chart to make sure. Okay, what did I say? 5/16 24. So this is the tap and drills chart. Okay, 5/16 18. Well, I'm gonna have to edit this. 5/16 24. The correct tap drill size is 932. So I should get my drill bit